And we're back live here, St. Tammany Oshner pregame show, Hank Aaron Stadium, Mobile, Alabama, finishing up a good comeback win by the Wolves in Game 1. Jeff Winchester, Jeff Russo, Mike Arnold, Chip South in the booth, WPBN live, St. Paul's Wolfpack Broadcast Network, getting ready for Game 2 of a doubleheader.
Yeah, this will be a good one. This will be a
Versus
good
Rummel.
one.
So,
yeah, we got Kurt Bullinger in the press box right now, catching up with
former big leaguer.
Yeah, what I learned was catching up with Winnie. Okay,
Yeah.
so thanks, Kurt. Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, I didn't know it was Winnie, but it all makes sense now. Pooh boy.
Yeah, that's right.
Leather countertops.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people are learning a lot of things.
Philosopher, right?
Out there.
No statistics.
Life coach.
Yeah.
Well, just remember, the statistics are made up 85% of the time.
85%.
Yep.
So, I think you've said that 72% of the time too.
Yeah. So if you didn't spend 3 hours with us earlier,
welcome aboard.
Yeah, the crazy train.
Yeah.
So getting ready for Game 2 of our doubleheader, Southeast Catholic Classic here in Mobile, Alabama. I believe there's 12 Catholic schools from around the Gulf Coast playing here. Right now in our 3 games, we're 2-1. This is our final and 4th game.
No, you didn't.
So you need this charger, Joe? That's a long one. Where do you get that from? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So getting ready for our second game against Rummel. They pulled out the win in Game 1 against Turlings Catholic, 3-2.
We're learning a lot about the team. That's our third win on 1-run games.
Yep.
So, again, good character builder for this crew for sure.
Yep.
So we're continuing to learn. We look a little bit of a different lineup right now entering the field. So we got Koras moving over to third.
Yep. Kaimi moving to short.
moving to short.
He pitched the complete first game, which is big. We didn't have to go to the bullpen at all. That's huge for these tournaments, especially. Had 6 strikeouts on the game, top velocity strikeouts, and moving over to shortstop for game 2.
Yeah.
So
we'll be we have Boder in left field. He's actually going to hit in the 9 spot. And then we have Reed Gallagher in center field, holding down center field, moved up to 8. And then we have Cade Lanou over at second. I'm doing this opposite, believe it or not. So, but I'll go ahead and start it from the beginning. So for Rummel, actually, there you go again. For St. Paul's, we have Cade Anderson leading off in right field. We have Logan Pontiff in the DH spot in 2. Matthew Russo moved over to first base, back home to be in the 3rd spot. Koras over at third. In the 4, we have Winchester in the 5 hole. So shout out to Coop here, right? And we have Kaime in the 6th spot at short, Lanou at second, Gallagher in center field, hitting in the 8th spot, and Bodery and in left field in the 9. We got Isaiah Ayo on the mound for the Wolves here, and Jeff's going to go ahead and give us the Rummel lineup.
All right, for my alma mater, the Rummel Raiders, looks like we got number 4, Kyle Walker, going to lead us off, followed by number 1, Ryan Similari.
Second inning.
And then hitting third is going to be Lance Johnson. And in 4 hole, number 5, Logan Bertucci. Hitting 5th, number 11, Tyler Cook. In the 6 hole, number 18, Josh Sterling. And number 6, in the 7 hole, Jake Cabaceres. Hitting an 8th. And the 8th spot is going to be number 47, Ethan Claypatch. And in the 9 holes is going to be number 7, Bradley Pell.
Yep. So leading it off right here for Rummel, Kyle Walker, the DH, top of the first inning here. A hard hit ball down the line, third base.
Not wasting any time.
Yep, Walker around in first with a easy single down the left field line.
They're going to swing the bat, guys. I mean, that's one thing that we know about the Raiders. And this is a matchup after this is who we faced in the 2019 state championship. And there's a lot of names on here that were actually on the field at that time as well. I know we got Ronnie Patucci's kid at first base. He's been a mainstay there. And by all means, this is another kid right here, Ryan Similari. Been playing against Matthew and Connor since they were 6 years old, man. So he's a banger for sure. He transferred from Holy Cross, actually, and moved over to Rummel. And with the shortened season last season, got about 9 games in, but here he goes. So he's a damage guy right here, man.
Yep, 1-1 count for Similari.
Similari.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ryan will probably text Matthew and let me know that he screwed it up, but we'll save that for the post game.
For St. Paul's, we had Kaimi go the distance in game 1, and now we have Ayo on the mound. Big choppy ground ball to Russo, steps on the bag, checks the runner going to second to get the easy out at first base. So 1 out here in the top of the first. Rummel's got a guy on second. Going to bring up Lance Johnson, not the one that plays for the Astros, right?
Yeah.
Or used to, yeah.
Or used to.
Yeah.
Center fielder for the Raiders. Is it Red Raiders or just Raiders?
It's just Raiders.
Raiders?
Raiders.
Raiders. That's Texas
Yeah.
Tech, right?
Depending on where you're at, it's Raiders.
Yeah.
Raiders.
Back in the day, it was also the Super Ants. I don't know if you
Super
remember that.
Ants,
Shout out to the Super Ants. Yeah.
Shout out.
I'll have to hear that backstory. Fastball inside for strike 1 from Ayo.
Had some great memories there, man. So
Absolutely.
this is very, very, humbling for us if you really think about it. Some of my best memories were on Severn, right? And yeah. So
No doubt. It's pretty interesting given the fact that, number 1, I played for Frankie back when Frankie was just getting his head coach gig over at Rummel, and now I'm looking down and seeing my son on the same field as Frankie, although in a different uniform. But
Ayo giving a look at second.
Not exactly sure how I emotionally feel about that, but it is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, let us know when you figure that out.
Yeah, we when I was there, so I graduated.
We got 9 innings to talk about my emotions,
Yeah.
so I'm going to continue that.
7.
Or 7 innings. I'm sorry, it's a 7.
I was a senior in '94, and I had heard about this really good yet aggravating 8th grader.
Very aggravating.
Yeah, there he goes.
Winchester.
See ya.
Oh,
Attaboy.
got
it.
it.
Yeah,
So,
that boy
shot.
Coop.
That very aggravating 8th grader's son.
Yeah, just threw somebody out, right?
Threw out Walker at third trying to steal. So good job, Cooper Winchester.
Yeah, that's Frank at his finest right there, testing the youngster.
Yeah. Oh, I knew it. He's going to try to take advantage
Early and
of it.
often.
That's right.
Early and
And
often.
he kind of looked up here at you.
He did.
Yeah. Hey, ball.
Hey, boy, put this in the ball bag.
So 2 outs here for the Raiders. Moderate rain starting in 15 minutes. Foul ball straight back from Johnson.
Let me text Connor. I think
he just wants to stand by. I think we're all right.
I don't think he wants to stand.
Yeah. Hey, you want a job? Shout out to the chummer, man.
If anybody wants to hold an umbrella for the center field camera, we're live at Hank Aaron Stadium, Mobile, Alabama.
No,
Not a bad spot.
Good pitch there.
Not a bad spot,
do I really need to get Brandy to go out there?
No. Camera's waterproof, supposedly. And you
Yeah,
got it from Amazon. They take anything back.
Yeah.
That's the beautiful
There went
thing
that
about
sponsorship.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Shout out to Amazon.
3-2 count.
All right.
Fastball.
Ooh, getting back there. Hope that rain doesn't affect him.
Yeah.
Nah, good job.
There we go.
All right.
Yep. So Bootery tracks it down over his left shoulder to end the top of the first inning with a fly ball to left field, and scoreless going to the bottom of the first. St. Paul's 0, Rummel 0, and we'll be right back with a word from our sponsor.
This is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
In and out urgent care. Serving our community with rapid COVID testing, flu shots, DOT CDL physicals, treatment for allergies, rashes, cuts, cough, and cold, and state-of-the-art on-site x-ray. Visit any of our 4 locations 7 days a week or bring the mobile care van to your business and test up to 300 people daily. Schedule your appointment online at inandouturgentcare.com. In and Out Urgent Care and Occupational Medicine. Feel better, faster.
We're back live here, Hank Aaron Stadium, Mobile, Alabama. St. Paul's versus Rummel, going to the bottom of the first. Got a little rain coming down. Shout out to Connor Russo, our official camera.
I don't know. What do we want to do? We want to officially, unofficial.
Go with official.
Yeah, he's our chameleon.
Yeah.
So thank you to all our sponsors. We'll go through those throughout the game. Today's official game day sponsor, Knights Nation. So thank you to Knights Nation, our official game day sponsor of the St. Paul's Rummel game. And we'll talk about the Knights throughout today. A lot of Knights players out here.
Yeah.
Both teams. So
Sure.
thank you to Jack and the Knights. So on the mound for Rummel, Brock Bullinger, sophomore.
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 Yep.
That's Kirk's son.
Kirk's son. Yep.
Former big leaguer, Chicago Cubs. Who else?
No, that was actually his brother,
No,
Jimmy.
his brother Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Where was Kirk?
Kirk, he pitched for. Let me see. He was up there with the Astros at one point. He was.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember Expos.
Yep. So Anderson goes down looking. Inside fastball.
Yeah,
there.
inside fastball. He kind of worked him out on the outer half. He
Yeah.
got the call on the 3-6 on the outer half. So we have the same umpire. And,
Yep.
you know, the thing about St. Paul's here is there's so many aspects of this game, and Jeff and I were talking about it, that it's a constant learning experience. You got the same umpire that you had in game 1, and he's going to call that outer half. So you need to know that. You got to be able to have full plate coverage. And then, honestly, as Ayo, starts out, I mean, it's got to be part of his repertoire as well that he's going to be able to get those corners. So
Yep.
that's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
So Bullinger starting off with a strikeout on Cade Anderson, who in the first game went 1 for 2. A lot of big hits so far in the first 4 games of the season here. Anderson sprayed them all over the field.
Yeah.
Got Logan Pontiff, our DH for this game. Played first base last game. Big swing by Pontiff. Right under the glove of Coach Gibby.
It's really been a great tournament, man. It really has. I mean, we've talked about the tournament, and you get out here, you get to play Rummel. Pensacola Catholic was very talented. Some big bats in there.
Yeah.
And so they're going to play Rummel, I believe, in the game after this. So just some good way to see some really good talent out on the field together. So there you go.
Pontiff hit by a pitch. That's an official.
Well, I don't understand. What's the?
I guess he said he leaned into it. I mean, it was obviously off his shoulder.
We saw worse last night. I mean, with attempts to get out of the way. I'm confused.
I mean, up here in the booth, being straight on, you would assume that directly hit him in the shoulder.
Did that hit him?
No? Oh, hit the ground. Okay.
That's what they're saying. That's how high we are.
That's how high up we are.
Yeah, we're up
a
here.
learning experience for sure.
Looked like he hit him dead in the shoulder, and it short hopped the plate by 6 feet.
Totally.
So pretty good setup here.
No, it's beautiful.
You know,
beautiful facilities. We'd like to thank Hank Aaron,
yeah.
for allowing us to stream these games, and again, thanks to Chip and to Mike for making the trip up here. We talked to Caden Arnold, and he said it was great. He got to sleep in the car, and he made it to Sonic.
Yeah.
Right?
we left at about 5:45.
Yeah. What he forgot was the guy that had to drive there. Yeah. We're here.
Yeah. So that was an official walk-ons walk. Thank you to Walk-Ons, our official walk and home run sponsor. I'm going to put Pontiff at second base with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. You know, we're just glad to have you up here, Russo. It's in your rider that it has to have air conditioning, so this might be the only time we have you in the booth. So we have air conditioning. We're in a AA stadium.
I'm probably one of the most superstitious guys. You know, my kid was 0 for 3 the first time I announced the game.
So
I'm just saying. It might be one and done here, guys.
It's okay. We got the win, though.
Yeah.
Pontiff with the lead at first. Secondary. Big swing by Russo.
All right, I'm in, guys. I'm in, guys.
Russo's back. He's going to stick around for another inning.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got him at least an inning. Maybe a few
Single
more.
by Matthew to the right field.
Shout out to the Poom, baby.
There you go.
There you go.
Pontiff over to second.
He threw it.
Yeah.
He threw it up. We saw it.
Yeah.
All the way up here in the booth.
So 1 out single from Russo is going to bring up number 22, Hunter Carras, moving back over to third base for this game.
Yeah, just a real versatile kid.
Yep.
Right? Never really got enough recognition of what he's done there, so I thought I'd have this platform to be able to do it. Hunter Carras is he's just a great kid, man. Really hope somebody picks him up. I know he's scheduled to go to LSU. He's already been accepted, but man, what a versatile kid. He can go on the mound. He can almost hit balls out of minor league parks. We saw that last game.
Swung the bat.
Yeah,
really well last game.
And he's a good team guy. It doesn't matter, and he's a character in the game as well. So anybody out there, just great kid.
Know what we're talking about.
This game is a grind, guys. It really is. So
fastball away from Bullinger makes it 2-0 on Carras.
This is the damage pitch, right?
Yeah, so Carras with a big double in the fourth inning to put St. Paul's on the board.
I've had a chance to watch Brock over the years. Bullinger, yeah, and he knows exactly what he's doing. His dad's definitely trained him well up there. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw something that moved a little bit right there.
Yeah.
Kept it in there.
He's definitely got a lot of feel on the mound. Very good mound presence.
Yeah. Composed.
Yeah, composed. Doesn't get rattled too much, and obviously we want that going up against the staff that he's going to have to pitch against today.
Sure. Yeah, I think what we've seen early here is there's never been 2 consecutive pitches in the same location with him.
Sure.
Right? So when you're looking at sequence as a hitter, so it's all over. Yep. He can put it where he wants it.
And the
2-1 count.
Oh, he can definitely make the ball move.
Yep.
He's got a really good feel for 2-seamers, got cutter, breaking pitch. Very nice changeup as well.
Some real good athletes out here. We got Capaceras at shortstop. Joey Capaceras, his dad was probably one of the best players I ever played against, probably one of the most clutch hitters. Again, a character in the game. Building on that, we're going to have another character in the game in the second inning. We're going to have Corey Averoyd up here.
Looking forward to
it.
Absolutely. That was a great grab.
Yeah.
Great grab by the dad in the stands over there.
Yeah.
One hand, nice.
Shout out. Got a few fist pounds.
Nice crowds here, too. Socially distant.
Yep.
Right? So in this big field, but we've had really good crowds and very much some great hospitality as well. So I really hope if Mick watches this after that we continue to come here. I think this is a great platform. This double play ball. Let's see.
4, 6.
Puma does over there. Oh,
Over to first.
Got him
Yeah,
out.
Bertuzzi got him. Yep, held on to the bag.
So
Nice job.
Carras grounds over to second for a double play to end the first. So we're going to go to the
Be
top
another
of the
battle,
second.
guys. It's gonna be
It's
another
gonna be
battle.
another
Yeah. Thank you to Knights Nation for our official game day sponsor today, and In and Out Urgent Care as we go in our In and Out commercial. So we'll be right back.
Yep.
WPBN.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
This is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Back here, and we're back here live, WPBN St. Paul's versus Rummel, game 2 of a doubleheader. Joined in the booth by former Rummel alumni. I guess he's still an alumni.
Yeah.
You said third round draft
Yeah,
pick?
third round draft pick, 94 from the Cardinals, man. So, freaking legend though.
A legend in my own mind.
In our mind, right?
Yeah.
And so Corey, Corey, I'm sitting here with some legacy, Mike. As I look at the create your legacy from Rummel, and our motto is leave your legacy.
Leave your legacy,
right?
that's right.
And I'm with 2 Rummel Hall of Famers. I'm just trying to make my way there. But like I said, I don't know if my 220 batting average would ever get there.
Hey, man, without that play at first, we don't get a no-hitter or district
Thank you for
championship.
remembering it. Scariest moment of my life.
Yeah, yeah.
That was at Mike
Soiled
Miley
his
Stadium.
pants.
No, that was it. Yeah.
So second base Tyler Cook at the plate.
So Corey, talk to us about a little bit about you had your son at Jesuit, right? You had your son at Jesuit. That's our rival. And now you got your other son that actually transferred, and I see Ashley walking up right now.
They wouldn't let her bring her Starbucks in.
No. Yeah. So talk to us a little bit about. I know he also is a quarterback, right? Your son?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
he's
what's he
working
play
all
out
that.
here?
Here he plays infield, probably mostly third. He's a sophomore. I don't know if he's going to get in or not, but you never know. You just got to be ready. Yeah, but yeah, my oldest son went to Jesuit.
Nice play.
Shallow fly ball in left field. Bootery coming in to make the sliding play. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, Jesuit.
That's all cool. Yeah, CJ went to Jesuit, and he did pretty well over there, all state and all academic, and then went and pitched over at Delgado for a few years.
Shout out to Joe Sherman.
Yeah, you're right. The
Yeah,
Dolphins, fins
right.
up, baby.
Yep, fins up.
I'm sure Tyler's probably listening.
Yeah, he's
Natalie.
probably gonna.
Yeah. And then Casey,
Yep.
he chose Jesuit, and I don't know, for some reason.
Rain's starting to come down.
Shout out to
Oh, yeah.
Connor over there.
Connor,
I think he found a bag. That's my youngest son out there.
Oh, yeah.
What is him?
Oh, way out there?
Yeah, he's put a bag over there.
Yep. So our center field
Over the
camera's
camera?
getting weatherproofed.
Nice.
right
Thanks,
now.
buddy.
Kurt, this is our shot right here.
Yeah, see it, Corey?
Corey, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Right. That's all right. A lot of people call me Curry.
Correct.
Courier.
Correct.
Yeah, and then
Oh, it is coming down.
I found out he called me and told me he was transferring to Rummel, and like I said in my Hall of Fame speech, I was speechless.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to say. I
Yeah.
was so excited. I was like, holy crap.
So segueing off of the Hall of Fame speech, the question I have is how many views on YouTube do we have now? Because I got to be honest with you, I think I've watched it probably about 15 times.
I'm
thought it
close
was
to 100. Yeah, I watch it every time.
Unbelievable speech,
Yeah,
man.
it's I don't know. I have to give my publicist and see.
Shout out to Jay Gallo, I guess.
Jay Gallo.
So rain's coming down here at Hank Aaron. You can see it on the screen right now from our center field camera. Connor Russo's out there rigging up a trash bag.
Yeah.
Looks like
nice job. How's the look?
So
it's not bad.
It's not bad. So good cut from Cook here with one out, and the first guy up was not Cook. It was Logan Bertuzzi.
Logan Bertuzzi, yeah.
Ronnie Bertuzzi's kid.
Yeah, played with Ronnie.
Ronnie.
Flew out to the left for the
I'm sure
first
Ronnie's
out.
here, but I don't know if he's listening. But if you are listening, Ronnie, shout out.
He'll probably watch it after, especially if his kid goes like 2 for 3. You know, put it on, get some crawfish, watch it after.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
Little Dick. We went over to Dick Russell's earlier
Did
for a little barbecue.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good little atmosphere there. Shout out to the Dicksters.
Corey, what do you think about this? Like how things have progressed. So this platform here, I'll explain it to you as we saw a walk, right, Mike? So took a walk, and with COVID now and regulations within stands, this is one of the very first and very few where we're going to stream the games, right? So for people that can't go to the games, we got a lot of people over in Metairie, America City, Kenner, and then over on the North Shore that are watching this, right? So we wanted to make sure that we
might even have some in the West Bank. You
maybe some
know.
wankers, man. I don't know.
But yeah, no, this is awesome. When somebody shared the post that you sent about the Rummel people or whatever and watched the game live, and they were like, Corey, why don't you do this? I said, hey man, I need sponsors, dude.
That's right.
And I need a direction, lead me to the water.
Hey, segue to it. Listen, we're not able to do this without the help of all those sponsors that have been helping us out over the last several months. But we just want to say thank you to all of those guys that are helping us.
Ground ball back up the middle.
Just squeaks through. That was Josh Sterling.
Josh Sterling,
That's Josh Sterling,
and
third baseman.
And I'm sure his dad Ryan Sterling with Sterling Automotive, he likes to do that kind of stuff, advertise, pay a little cash here and there. And I'm sure if he's listening, and he's at the game, but anybody listen, if y'all want to get Rummel one of these, I would love to broadcast it.
Yeah, we can help you out. Just get with Jeff. We'll tell you what you need. And,
that's right.
We'll set you up. So
that'd be great.
Take care of you.
So. Yeah, you've got a beautiful facility, continued improvements over at Rummel as well. Frankie was talking about that to me this week when he called me and told me that he was going to hit Matthew first pitch. And then, but we talked about this, and we talked about the Rummel alum and really kind of getting on board. And I committed to him that, as my son graduates, I'll continue to be involved with St. Paul's, but my involvement with Rummel is going to increase because it's the LaSallian thing to do. It seems weird, but these are two LaSallian schools, and it's all about giving back, right? And that's one of the LaSallian philosophies. So
yeah, dude, I remember when we were there, it was a grass field that you had to beg them to cut it. And you had to throw down bases.
Yeah,
and we still won state with just that.
That's right.
Now they've done a lot of improvements. A lot of dads help. The dugout club gets out there, helps out. The field looks great. The dugout is great.
Shout out to Brian Bruno. Huh?
Yeah, Brian Bruno, Ryan Bertuzzi, he helps out.
Yep.
Dude, you just have to go see it.
Yeah.
Drive by and see it. It's painted. You got nice new dugouts, overhangs. They got a little, not a press box, but a little thing they built that the announcer can sit in.
Yeah.
Got a good concession stand and good guy running it. Me. And then, but yeah, got the signs up there. It's pretty awesome.
Look at the chummer, man. Look at the chummer's soaked right now after that work.
Yeah.
But he keeps his earbuds in, man, because he wants to hear this in 20 seconds.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's listening to the show.
It's about a 20-second delay live for Corey.
Oh,
so watch him laugh.
But we don't have a button, so
no dump button.
No dump button.
All right, I'll try not to say fraction.
So what about your experience there, man? Talk to us a little bit about it.
At Rummel? Yeah, I was lucky to be in class with you and play with you, the one and only Jeff Russo.
Yeah, he cheated off of me, guys.
Yeah. And Tom's Diner was one of our favorite songs we used to sing in the hallway. We used to have to. That's how old we are. We used to have to tape it when it came on the radio with the tape player.
That's right.
So we can replay it.
That's right.
Well, y'all can. Yeah, we can hear it right now.
Yeah, Tom's Diner.
I am sitting in the corner at the diner on the corner.
We like it.
Hadn't sang that song in 25 years.
Shout out to Sarabalo right there too. He was
Roblo. Yep. He's listening.
I'm sure.
High fly ball to shortstop.
Popped him up. Should be
Carass
infield fly.
coming over to call it infield fly.
That was Jake Cabaceres.
Yeah, that was Cap.
So that's 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, and if you're just joining us on our scoreless game, That karaoke is brought to you by Walk-Ons, our official karaoke sponsor of the Wolfpack Broadcast Network.
She got a text from my mom. She said she's listening.
Hey, Mom.
She said, please don't embarrass me, Mom. Hey, Ma. Becky Averott,
What's
everybody.
up, Becky?
Big Dave, too, probably
Big
watching.
D.
We're taking requests here on the karaoke hour.
Yeah, well, it's three things I'm not good at:
comment on the
singing,
live
spelling,
feed.
and penmanship. Other than that, I'm
In
pretty
that
good.
order?
Yeah.
Figured I'd see you at the meetings then. Same here.
Yeah, I shared your post to Facebook, and then I've also put in a little comments or whatever. Going live in the whole second inning. Get your shout-outs here for only $5. So
That's right.
no one's.
Put your Venmo up. You can type that up.
I don't have Venmo. I'm straight cash, homie, like Randy
Straight
Moss. Yeah. I bury stuff in the backyard and go dig it up when I need it.
Talk to us a little bit about that haircut.
Put it in the freezer.
What's your motivation there?
A mullet
It's
hawk.
just it's just a mullet. I mean, it's like a faux hawk mullet.
Mhm.
It's I don't know. It's just what I was feeling at the time. With the COVID
Good
started
block
last
by
year.
Winchester, keeping the ball in front of it.
There he
Back
goes.
door.
Ooh, almost.
Cooper will get aggressive behind the plate there. He likes to, throw down on people, and
He
he's
try-
not
he
scared
tries
to do
to.
it. So
You
Hey,
live by the throw, die
you
by
play
the
the
throw.
same way?
Sometimes, it
I
happens.
don't know if you saw that,
Sometimes it
Corey. In the
works out.
first inning, Frankie right out of the gates test Cooper behind the plate, and
I
he threw
saw
your
it,
boy
yeah.
out.
Yeah, third, yeah.
Yeah.
He got hurt. He got a bad jump.
Yeah.
Catcher's not that good.
Yeah, no, it was probably he slipped. It's raining, probably.
3-0 count.
Nah, I'm just joking.
2 outs, runners on first and second, scoreless game in the bottom of the first. Good pitch by Ayo.
That was a good one. His clay patch at bat.
Is that
also the kicker, Dave Clay Patch?
Wait, is that Patrick? I mean, there was the linebacker, 92, Clay Patch.
Yeah, Dave Clay Patch. He's here. He's somewhere.
Okay.
He's here.
Yeah, he and I
He's
were
here. Clay
linebackers
Patch gets
together.
the walk. That's
Yeah.
going to bring up right fielder number 7, Bradley. Is it Pele or Pale?
It's Pell. Pele
Pell.
was a soccer player.
Yeah. I didn't know if they were related.
Yeah.
Could be.
No, I don't think.
ESPN the Ocho. Second shout out.
Elemento Tugundo.
Esta noche en Telemundo.
Jeff Winchester.
That's right. Winchester. That's what the Latinos would say when they couldn't say Winchester. They Winchester.
Yeah.
They call me Cody.
Cody.
Vamos.
Vámonos. Can't say what usually came after that, but
Coño, no.
all right. Now maybe we can say it.
So what is it like? I mean, Frankie was our assistant coach,
Right.
but then there in the summer,
Legion was great.
Legion
Yeah.
was head coach, right?
Mhm.
And
Good pitch from Ayo.
Corey and I both played for the legendary Larry Booger Schneider.
I
right?
mean, come on. How many foul balls you going to hit, Earl?
Yeah. Jeff, it's like you're trying to swing and miss at the ball, son. That's what he'd say all the time.
Right.
He actually kicked me out of BP because I would send them all into that parking lot
The
where we would
parking
park
lot,
the
yeah,
trackers,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. Geo tracker.
And he said, "That's it. I can't see this anymore because I don't see it in the game." And he kicked me out of practice.
So you probably came to the training room with me, eat some now and layers and do a little homework.
That's right.
Maybe smoke a few smags.
Ground
Oh,
ball.
get that
look at the
Russo
All right.
Oh, look at the
Slop.
speed on that guy.
makes the play. They call him the Puma.
You guys
Puma.
watching that? That was
So-
not as close as the play that
It's true.
Papa Russo had.
Yeah. Yeah. it
Did
was
you even dive to the bag on that?
no.
one?
So
Shoot,
Corey
Julie.
threw. I know we have a
Hey, let's do
commercial
this.
here.
Let's pay some bills,
Yeah.
and we'll come back and tell the
Oh, I didn't bring any
Absolutely.
money.
So
That's how Ryan
scoreless
Sterling's got some
in a
apparently.
downpour, middle of second inning, 0-0, St. Paul's Rummel on the Wolfpack Broadcast Network, and we'll be right back with an In-N-Out Urgent Care, In-N-Out commercial break.
Care. Serving our community with rapid COVID testing, flu shots, DOT CDL physicals, treatment for allergies, rashes, cuts, cough, and cold, and state-of-the-art on-site x-ray. Visit any of our 4 locations 7 days a week or bring the mobile care van to your business and test up to 300 people daily. Schedule your appointment online at inandouturgentcare.com. In-N-Out Urgent Care and Occupational Medicine. Feel better, faster.
This is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
Is up here conversating.
And we're back. Yeah. We're going to come back from commercial break. We're in a short rain delay. Well, I don't know how short it is. The umpires are walking off to the mound's covered. They're about to cover home plate. So what we'll do is let's go ahead and thank all of our sponsors. We'll go through them. We'll start with the Knights, Louisiana Knights. Today's Game 2 official sponsor, actually Knights Nation, nationwide. That thing will bite you. Watch out.
Messing up
Thank
my
you
hair.
to Jack and the Knights. He'll be in the booth later this season at some of the games, tell you about their program, one of the top programs in the country. So thank you to the Knights Nation. In and Out Urgent Care. Thank you to David and gang over there at In and Out Urgent Care. They got 4 locations: Covington, Mattisville, Mandeville, Metairie, and Uptown.
Yeah.
So thank you to the guys over at In and Out Urgent Care.
Did some great work during COVID, man. They really did.
Big time.
They did some great work during the as this epidemic's going on, right?
Yeah. So Top Velocity. Thank you to Brent Porcio at and the guys over at Top Velocity. Dr. Pat McNeil. Brent's a former St. Paul guy, class of 95.
Class of 95.
Dr. Pat's son went to St. Paul's also, he told me.
Yeah.
So former baseball player. So thank you to Top Velocity. You'll see some commercials. When we go to rain delay, we're going to play all of our commercials. So you'll see a few from Top Velocity. You can learn a little bit about their program and what they do there. So thank you to them. Let's see. Fleur de Lis Title, our official stolen base sponsor of the Wolfpack Broadcast Network.
Shout
thank you
out
to Fleur de Lis.
Jeff Lestashare.
Yep, thank you, Jeff, and all the guys over there. Thank you to Fleur de Lis Title. River Rock Stoneworks, Alan Bodwayne.
Yep.
Did Jeff's leather countertop. You ever seen a leather countertop?
Have
in a
I?
bathroom? Yeah.
No.
Jeff's got one.
I'm not that classy.
No.
So River Rock Stoneworks, official pitching change mound visit for the Wolfpack Broadcast Network. Thank you to Alan and the guys over at River Rock. Also want to thank the Catchers Clinic, Jeff Winchester and the Catching Clinic. You'll see some instructional videos later in the season from Jeff for all the young guys out there. Former first-round draft pick, Rummel Raider. Thank you to Jeff and the Catching Clinic.
Pride.
Raider Pride.
Thank you.
Shout
Jeff.
out Raider Pride.
Yeah, you got 3 Raiders standing next to you.
And I'm the only non-Hall of Famer.
Oh,
That's
man,
great.
he's hurt.
Hey, man,
he's heard about that.
It took me like 27 years, and somebody finally convinced him to put me in. I was like, God, man.
I started thinking about it when you did,
Dude,
actually.
yeah. It's crazy.
Okay.
So walk-ons, want to thank Jason and the gang over at Walk-Ons in Covington. They're our official home run and walk sponsor. So every time there's a home run by the Wolfpack or a walk or hit by pitch, you'll hear about walk-ons.
Almost
so
had one last
Jason.
game. Almost.
Home run? Or?
Yeah. Well, Koras went off to the
Yeah.
Off the wall.
Yes, it hit off the wall. We were watching at Dick Russell's when we were eating.
Yeah. So shout out to Dick Russell's. Let's see. Go back up.
You might want to go back to Dick Russell's after.
Y'all streaming the game?
Oh, yeah, we were watching at the table. We had to get three tables, 8, 8, and 8 because of this COVID and stuff. So
Yeah.
well, we squeezed a 9 at ours. I'm not don't tell nobody.
Jeff, Athletic Mobility Institute during this rain delay. Give us a couple minutes about what's going on over there.
You know, I've been an instructor for probably about 20 years working with guys, and I think one of the big things that is apparent over the years is that, you know, there's a lot of instances where I know I see it specifically with catchers that, you know, we want to be able to improve their functionality behind the plate. And being in a squat position is obviously not the most athletic position. And in order to be able to optimize either receiving, blocking, or throwing down, so much of it has to do with just how your body is working for you.
Yep.
You know, you get a lot of young kids, especially in high school, you know, they got tight hamstrings, they got tight glutes, they got tight hips, and a lot of them just they don't have the ability to move around as good as they do. And so what we're doing over at the Mobility Institute is just introducing the concept to guys about how important mobility is in regards to getting optimal performance outcomes. And that's where we are, and we're over there at Lift Studio right next to Rouse's off of the East Causeway approach. And we've been doing that since the beginning of the year, and got a lot of kids from a lot of different high schools that are coming through. Yep. We were able to perform our mobility screens, which are, you know, player assessments that test mobility in 6 different zones. You know, you got your shoulder complex, you got thoracic spine, hip, pelvis, ankle, and wrist, and all of that is just, it's imperative in order for you to, you know, get the most out of your performance and be able to move optimally on a field. And, you know, I think it's one of the things that sometimes gets overlooked. I mean, a lot of people simply just they jump straight into the specialty development, whether it's, get a pitching instructor, get a hitting instructor, get a catching instructor, when reality is that we really need to be paying a little bit more attention to how our bodies are operating in order to maximize and optimize those movements that players are making.
Yeah. Yep.
Dude,
so
you've had to have practiced all that, dude. That was good.
That's just the life of a sales rep.
But what I was
you sold me.
What I was thinking about was just more in the lines of, in today's day, there's a lot more. There's less averoids out there.
Right.
That play multiple sports.
Right.
And more specialized. And there's the debate on that, which I completely understand. People would ask me over and over again, why didn't Matthew play football? That was Matthew's calling. I never told him to not play football. That was his choice. So what you're getting at is the importance of doing all this, because when they train for one sport all year long,
sure,
right, the grind of that really kind of gets to the body, and you really want to understand what the body is telling you, and from a flexibility perspective. So I completely understand where you're coming from.
Well, and baseball players especially, because the functionality of a baseball player a lot of times is so one-sided, right? You throw so much with your right arm that there's a lot of muscle imbalances that occur, and we're not just talking from your right side to your left side. You're talking about from your front or anterior to your back and posterior, where when that shoulder complex gets completely out of whack, you wind up putting yourself at a risk of injury.
Yeah.
And baseball players are highest on the list mainly because of the unilateral functionality of what they're doing.
Yeah.
You don't get somebody coming up there throwing left-handed just as much as they're throwing right-handed. Or, the small percentage of players that are out there that are hitting from one side.
Right.
The rotation is either strictly right-handed or strictly left-handed. So the way that your body's moving and the functionality is going to throw off a little bit of symmetry. And I think that's the biggest thing, is trying to bring symmetry back to the athletic movements that we need on the field. And, what we're doing over there is, assessing our players and seeing where their alignments are. And if they're out of balance, we try to prescribe for them certain exercises that give them the opportunity to address the deficiencies that they have.
Yeah. And
Pat Gordon's here, too. Pat Gordon.
Let's go through the rest of the sponsors, and we'll come back and talk more about it.
What's up, brother?
So,
you doing all right?
Go back to thanking some of our sponsors here.
Oh, Gene Roth just walked in.
Roth.
I got to go, guys. I got to go.
Mean Gene.
You got to go?
Yeah, Gene's here. I came up here to get away from him.
Who do we miss?
Shout out to
here?
Jefferson
Top
Playground
Velocity.
right there, man. You doing all right,
see some
brother?
videos from Top Velocity in just a second when we go to commercial break. We are in a rain delay here in the middle of the second inning here at Hank Aaron Stadium, Mobile, Alabama. Pretty good downpour. We got tarps on the mound and the plate. Probably going to be a little bit before we come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So
looks pretty wet.
So thank you to Top Velocity. You'll see some of their commercials in just a second. Did we miss anybody?
Shout out to Corey Abrod doing the radio show with the Rummel Raiders.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what?
What's
Another
the call
shout
signal?
out. Am I still on?
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to give a shout out to all the newcoming Rummel Raiders that got the acceptance letters and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Hey, Raider Pride, baby.
Yeah.
So
Rummel Raiders,
shout out
St.
to
Paul's Wolves,
future
all those
Raiders.
kids.
Yep, Wolfpack Broadcast Network. We'll
Got two of them here. You got two of them here. You got Brody Bertucci, and you got Brennan Beast Mode Ramones here.
Nice.
Beast Mode.
Yeah. That's what we call them.
Shout out to those guys. And we're going to do this. Let's take a commercial break. We're going to go through all of our commercials. You're going to see some long ones from Top Velocity that tell a little bit about their program and what Brent Porcio and Dr. Pat McNeil have to offer over there in Covington at Top Velocity. And thank you to all the sponsors, and we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes.
Now I was a baseball player and trying to live my dreams, and I was 18 years old. I'm in JUCO. I'm in my first game, and I tear my rotator cuff. So I'm in my fourth inning of the game, and I knew this was coming because I was on a lot of painkillers. At the time, I was having obviously a lot of arm problems, but I didn't know what to do with it. I didn't understand the body like now, and I just kept pushing and pushing and pushing it. It just shows my mentality. I have a pretty stubborn mentality, and it tore in the fourth inning, and it just laid down on me. I mean, that was like, when you talk about dead arm, that's dead arm, where you literally, I went all over college baseball to try to get my eligibility. So I went to D1 first, then finished up in a NAIA, where NAIA will more easily give you your eligibility back. So I wound up getting 6 years eligibility, and I took that time to just try to get healthy again. And I got in. I think the key was, I was going to baseball trainers right after the surgery, so quote unquote baseball trainers, and they were trying things with me, and they're like, doing tubing isn't fixing your arm. So they were like, well, maybe the doctors are right. You're probably not going to have a lot of opportunity, or you're probably not going to have the time to play college baseball, which is what the doctors were telling me after surgery, that you just don't have eligibility to get this thing back in time. So I started looking outside of baseball, and I found a great coach at the time, Kurt Hester, who was a well-known strength and conditioning coach who was an Olympic coach, but it was an Olympic mentality, and it was really game-changing for me. It put all the size on me, all this strength and this power, and it allowed me to get back to baseball a lot quicker. I think if I didn't do that, I never would have gotten back to baseball. And then I came back home, and I was like, I think there's a mechanical understanding of this that could really take all this athleticism that I built in the weight room to another level. And that's when I got curious about Tom House, what he was doing with the shoulder separation. And I wound up going out to California and just trying to figure it out. And that's where I really started to put the foundation together of the biomechanical system that I use in top velocity 3x pitching, and understanding how the lower half really drives hip to shoulder separation, which was me taking all this lower half stuff I had learned from Olympic lifting and bringing it into baseball, bringing it into pitching. And this is when I'm 6'2", 235. I'm cleaning like 295, squatting like close to 500. I was a monster, benching well over 300 pounds. The mechanic stuff was really important to me because I was having a hard time really getting a lot of that athleticism in my velocity. And I put all of this programming and these mechanics that I come up with, and then it just boomed. I mean, it boomed pretty quick, and then it just never stopped growing and becoming what it is today, top velocity. So I really believe it's how people come into the sport. A lot of people pick this sport because it's the sport you don't have to work that hard in, right? A lot of people go, well, I don't want to play football because I have to bash guys' heads in, and then I have to do 2-a-days, and I have to lift. And then these other people go, or some people go, well, I don't do soccer because you got a lot of suicides. I got to run the field, Indian runs. And there are other guys who are like, well, I don't want to do basketball because that's a lot of suicide. That's a lot of running. Baseball, they just sit around and hit fungos and they chew bubble gum and they grab ass. So guys are like, yeah, let's play baseball. You can be really lazy. When it really comes to enhancing the kinetic chain, maximizing its ability to create power and its ability to stay efficient to maximize that power, there's no better lifts in the weight room to do it. I mean, I believe I have more 90-plus testimonials than most facilities. Guys that are getting guys 70s and 80s and getting them to the 90s, I believe I have more than anyone out there.
They tell everybody in this game, if you want to be at the top, you have to be elite. And to be elite is to be natural or genetic. And that's not true. That's why I developed the top velocity training methods. Because I'm going to give you the ability, if you're willing to work hard, if you're willing to grind, if you're willing to learn how this works and apply it well, I'm going to give you the ability, without all the best genetics, to become an elite and to play the highest level of the game. And that's what makes me excited, and that's what makes me fired up with what I can do in your career, the impact that top velocity and these methods can have in your career. It's game changing. It makes the hairs stand up on the back of my neck. And I hope it does the same for you. So let's get started. I'm with you.
This is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
In and out urgent care. Serving our community with rapid COVID testing, flu shots, DOT CDL physicals, treatment for allergies, rashes, cuts, cough, and cold, and state-of-the-art on-site x-ray. Visit any of our 4 locations 7 days a week or bring the mobile care van to your business and test up to 300 people daily. Schedule your appointment online at inandouturgentcare.com. In and Out Urgent Care and Occupational Medicine. Feel better, faster.
Hi, I'm Brent Forcio, the CEO of Top Velocity. We're here at our headquarters in Louisiana, and we like to show you these scientific methods we've developed that have a biomechanics foundation to building elite baseball players. So here we go. Our programs at Top Velocity are built on core scientific principles to develop elite baseball players. We must first evaluate the athlete so we can identify how well they can implement these core scientific principles. We evaluate biomechanics and their athleticism, like mobility, speed, strength, power, to identify where they have restrictions or deficiencies in their abilities. The Top Velocity programs use a strength and conditioning model, which is Olympic-based, a drill-based throwing program using proprietary throwing drills, along with mobility training, nutritional training, and everything to support developing the elite athletes. The Top Velocity methodology has given us the ability to produce more 90-plus testimonials of guys that added at least 5 miles an hour and broke into the 90s than any other program in the world.
Are you missing out on life because of knee or hip pain? At Avala, we personalize your hip or knee replacement. A CT scan is used to create a 3-dimensional model of your joint. For your custom joint surgery, why would you go anywhere else? You have a choice. Choose Avala.
And we're back here in the middle of a rain delay at Hank Aaron Stadium. Scoreless in the second inning. Just had the umpires come out and the grounds crew come out, and the 2 teams come out, and they're going to go ahead and wash this one. So 0-0 tie through 2.
Thanks, Court.
Nice meeting you, man. Thank you.
So shout out to Avroyd, man. So thank you, brother. Yep. Shout out to the Raiders too. All right.
They're gonna watch this one, Chip. All right, so 4th game in the Southeast Catholic Classic. Going to end in a rain-out tie against Rummel. we're definitely going to see those guys again down the road.
Definitely.
So, we will get a rematch here. So 3 games for St. Paul's. They finished 2-1 on the Southeast Catholic Classic. 4-1 on the season. Is that right? 3-1 on the season.
3-1.
And they go back and take on John Curtis Monday night, and we'll be live streaming that from the Heap. So
should be a
which is always a good matchup.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great
both
crowd.
teams, both fans, they all come, and it's a very competitive environment.
Yep.
I know in years past it's been extremely exciting to watch these two teams match up.
Yep. So games called off. I guess we can go ahead and transition and kind of wrap this up. And,
Yep.
So I want to thank all our sponsors again. Got a full game in, a little bit of the second one. So thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you live at the Heap Monday evening. I believe 6 p.m. first pitch.
6 p.m.
We'll start the St. Tammany Oster pregame show about 5:30. Chip will be there. Monday 6. Chip, Barry should be there. Jeff.
I'll be there.
I know you'll be there somewhere. If you want to join us. Jeff will be there. We'll even have a special appearance by Lenny Russell.
All right.
Lenny Russell, United Builders. So trying to get him in there. So and anybody else, and Bob might be there too.
Yeah,
so.
Bob might.
Big Bob.
So statistician, our official WPBN statistician. So we'll see him. So all right, well that's a wrap. Thank everybody for watching, and we'll see you Monday